Many new entrepreneurs who want to start businesses or have already started their businesses are not able to raise funds because they don't know what makes their business different from all the other businesses that are already existing. And for this reason, they can't convince founders of why their businesses are different from the others and are worthy of the support. In this video, I will help you to discover your own business's value with 3 questions. You'll be able to craft your value proposition statement and convince your customers and investors about what makes you special. These are the questions that help you to clarify your value. Number 1, what is your value proposition statement? Number 2, why do you need to write a value proposition statement? And number 3, how do you create a value proposition statement? Once we answer these questions, you'll be able to understand what makes your business special and convince your investors why they should support you. Let's get into it. Before you convert your first customer, before you write the first compelling proposal, before you can create the first pitch deck that convinces you, your customers, and your funders, before you can deliver a pitch presentation that rallies the whole world around your business, you need to discover the very thing that makes your business special. What is your unique value and what is it that you do very well? If you cannot clearly distinguish your product or your service from that of your competitors, then deliver on that promise. Why should anyone choose you? I think this is worth taking a moment to pause and to ask yourself, what makes my business special? Why would somebody decide to choose my business over somebody else's business? These are things that you need to think about to be able to decide on the features of your product or your service that is different from what other people are already doing. For those people who have already started their businesses and did so because every other person was doing it, or it was fun to do at the time, and they didn't really have what it is that made them special, this video is also for you. By the end of this video, you'll be able to discover that thing that differentiates you from all the other businesses in your industry. With that, let's answer the first question. What is a value proposition statement? A value proposition statement is a short statement that communicates why buyers should choose your products or services. It is more than just a product or service description because it is specific to the solution that your business provides for people's urgent problems. It is also a promise of value that your customers can expect you to deliver on. Sometimes your value proposition is not something that you go all out to find. Your value proposition is something that people are already looking for. It is a solution to the problems that people already have, and they are just looking for who can best solve this problem for me. Now, if you've looked into the market and if you looked to your competitors, what are they doing? How are they doing it? What are the things or how are the ways that they're able to solve some of the problems that I'm interested in solving? Some of the answers that you get from the research is going to help you to know what exactly you need to be doing to stand out. It doesn't have to be something out of the box. It really could be something that your competitors are already doing, but they are not doing well. Something that people have already looked into, but haven't solved in a way that customers are absolutely delighted to always preach about. For that reason, it is important to write a value proposition that accurately represents your products or services so that your customers are not deceived. So if you are able to talk about the services or the products that you provide in an accurate way, the people that are looking for that particular solution packaged in that particular way are going to find it and are going to become raving fans of it. So you have to be clear about what it is that you do, how you do it, and why you do it. Now, this really helps to distinguish you from your competitors, and it makes it clear why you are a great choice for your target audience. Now, I'm going to give you a tip. When it comes to defining your value proposition, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Many people try so hard to find something that is never seen before. Like, it must be new, it must have fallen from the sky. Really, if you think about it, there's nothing really new under the sun, you know? So with all the experience that I've gained in building a couple of businesses, I have discovered that Sometimes what makes you unique is really not something that has never been done before. It's probably something that people are already doing, but they are not doing well enough. For instance, when it comes to food delivery, we might have so many different food delivery platforms, but maybe they are not delivering as fast as people would love them to. Or maybe they have hitches when it comes to using their platform or things like that. So if you can come up with a solution that helps them to order on those platforms hitch free and get their products delivered as fast as the speed of light, even though that's impossible, then guess what? You've created a unique value proposition that is going to make people who already buy food online flock to your business. And that is it. That's what makes you special. Question 2. Why do you need to write a value proposition statement? Now, there are so many reasons why you need to write a value proposition statement. And the most obvious reason is for even you, it helps you to be clear about what exactly it is that you are delivering. It helps your customers to know what you are delivering, how you are delivering it, and why they should patronize you and not the other business down the street. Also, it helps your investors to know what exactly you are doing and why they should rally around you. But let's dive deeper into some of the really clear-cut reasons why you need a value proposition. Now, the first reason why you need to write a value proposition statement for your business is because it instantly communicates your importance to investors. So this series is about raising grant funding for your business. And so when you write a value proposition statement, there is no doubt about the value that you bring to the table for the customers that you are trying to serve. When you write out your value proposition statement, your investors are not confused about what exactly that you are doing. In fact, a well-written value proposition statement helps your investors to understand the impact that you are creating in the world. The second reason why it's important is because it helps you to define your customers. Sometimes we are tempted to reach everybody, isn't it? Like, my business is for everybody. No, your business is not for everybody. And your value proposition statement helps you to clearly define who your business is for. Even though you probably want to make a customer out of everyone, trust me, you need to identify quality leads who are genuinely interested in what your company does. Because everybody is not going to be interested in, for instance, a clothing brand that makes black work clothes for women. Not everybody is going to be interested in that because guess what? Some people don't like black. So if my value proposition is that, oh, I make black work clothes for women because I want to be able to help them conceal things about themselves that they may not be comfortable with. Some people are actually comfortable with what they look like. So definitely your business is not for them. Now, when your value proposition is as clear as your business creating black clothes for women who are insecure about some challenges they have with their bodies, definitely that is not for everyone. So it really helps you to be crystal clear about who you are serving. And on the long run, really, you would not have problems dealing with people who really have no business being your customers. Your value proposition statements helps you to define who your customer is. And it also helps you to attract better customers because the more laser focused you are about who you are serving, the more quality leads and customers that you are going to be able to access who are really actually experiencing these challenges that you're trying to solve. Now, the third reason is that the value proposition statements obviously helps you to stand out. In the business world, there is so much competition today. And for all of us who are starting businesses today or who have just started businesses recently, sometimes we may feel overwhelmed about the amount of competition that we have. But by the time you do a lot of research, and by the time you're able to find out what your competitors are doing, but they're not doing well enough, and that you are interested in going down nitty-gritty into solving very well, definitely it helps you to stand out. Another thing that these proposition statements helps you to do is it helps you to attract the right talent. Sometimes we think about our customers, sometimes we think about our investors, but we don't think about our employees. We don't think about the people that are going to drive the business. And really, when you write a very crystal clear value proposition statement, it helps you to attract the right kinds of people to support you in making your business function and run on a day-to-day. Imagine somebody who says that her brand is going to produce black clothing for women who want to hide some insecurities about their bodies. If somebody who is actually also suffering from the same thing comes across your value proposition, they would be emotionally moved to supporting that cause. So it's not only investors who are touched, it's not only investors who want to support you when they hear the value proposition statement and how it impacts people. Your employees are also affected by the kinds of value proposition statements that you are able to write. It helps them know, is this a company that I should be investing my time in? Is this a company that I want to support? Is this a company that I want to align with their culture? So really, it does help you to attract the right kind of talent. And these kinds of people tend to stay for a longer time because definitely they're emotionally committed. They just want to be a part of something that works for them and for people like them. They see themselves in your brand. You see what I'm saying? Now, a strong value proposition statement can help you to improve teamwork within your organization because your employees will work together under a common goal. We already established the fact that a clear value proposition statement really rallies an aligned team. It brings people who are moved emotionally by the value, by what you do, and want to support that cause. And so it's not going to be hard for them to work together because they are most likely alike in more ways than none. When there is a value proposition in place that is crystal clear, your employees will have an easier time understanding how they fit in with the rest of the company and how they can work together. I really do hope that now you are convinced that you need a value proposition statement. You need it. Your business is begging you for it. Now, let us answer the third question. How do you create a value proposition statement? I have one simple answer to that. Just use the value proposition canvas. It really helps to simplify how to understand your customers and how to create products and solutions that then create a customer product or service fit. Your value proposition canvas is broken down into two sides, your customer profile side and your value map side. On your customer profile side, you have three sections of something that looks like a pie chart. The first section is the first section asks the question, what jobs do your customers want to get done? The second segment asks the questions, what are their pains? And the third section asks the questions, what are their gains? Now, on the value map, we also have that square divided into three sections. The first section says, what is the product or the service that you are offering to get your customers' jobs done? The second segment says, what is the pain reliever that you are going to provide to relieve their pain? And the third segment says, what are the gain creators that you're going to include to increase the gains that they get from patronizing your business? So this is what the value proposition canvas contains, and it focuses on two aspects of a bigger canvas, the business model canvas. So we take these two sections out of the BMC to produce our value proposition canvas, which is the customer profile and the value map. So it really just helps us to see who are our customers, what are the challenges that they are experiencing, and what kind of products or services can we create to ensure that we have a product market fit. Does your product serve the markets that you're trying to target? And that is it about the value proposition canvas.